Kings and queens, I want to welcome you back to another Blackout Friday. And if you missed last week's, you can find it up here. Now, today, I want to speak about one of the most fearless individuals I have found and researched so far. Today, we're going to speak about Medgar Evers. And if you haven't heard about him, let's learn about him. Medgar Evers was born July 2nd, 1925 in Decatur, Mississippi. Yep, Decatur, Mississippi. And unfortunately, he passed away very young at the age of 37 in June 12th, 1963 due to
political assassination.
He was assassinated by a member of the White Citizens Council in Jackson, Mississippi. Now that we've gotten that out the way, and we know he's passed on young, let's talk about all the things he's accomplished before his passing. As a young man, he went into the Army. So from 1943 to 1945, he was in World War II, a part of the Battle of Normandy. In 1948, Evers went to what is now known as Alcorn State University,
a historically black college.
And that's where he majored in business and administrations. In 1951, he got married to one of his classmates. A year later, graduating college and starting his career in activism by becoming the president of the Regional Council of Negro Leadership. Now, we know, some know, that in 1954, there was a Supreme Court case, Brown versus the Board of Education. And during this case, it was deemed unconstitutional for schools to remain segregated. Does that mean that these schools were desegregated immediately? Not at all. So, Medgar Evers came into play. And guess what he did?
I ain't never heard of Medgar Evers. I sure don't know what he did.
In 1954, he became the first NAACP field secretary for the state of Mississippi. And you know that's one of the worst states to be out there fighting for black rights. Again, Medgar Evers, a fearless man. Now, being that he made it into this position, one of the highest positions you could make it into in the NAACP, with that position, he used it to organize economic boycotts on schools that were failing to help with the desegregation process, boycotts on certain stores and things of that nature, boycotts on voting booths that were scurrying away the African American voters. He organized all these things trying to give us the upper hand. Now, in this position as field secretary, the most prominent accomplishments was his speaking out for the massacre of Emmett Till, the savage beating of a young teenager from Mississippi. Medgar Evers was one of the main front runners in making sure we knew about the situation and making sure we organized to fight against this savage lynching that we were suffering from. Also, there was another man by the name of Clyde Kennard. This young man was denied admissions to Mississippi State, and Medgar Evers was one of the main men advocating against this segregation that continued even after Brown versus the Board of Education. Medgar Evers has been lost. The knowledge of who he was and what he did. Not many of us are aware that we've had such soldiers in our midst. Not many of us are aware of who to follow. We need to know that there are men out there that were always willing to organize and fight. We need to take that same mindset and continue it further today. Again, Medgar Evers one of the most
fearless individuals
I have found.
I wish I could give him a 21 gun salute.
But a salute will have to do for my main man's Medgar Evers for being a part of our black history. Now you know, that's all we got today for Blackout Fridays. Please, please like, share, subscribe, drop a little comment, and tell us how you feel. And if you're looking for more knowledge, you can find it up here. And I'm out.